Hello there everyone, my name is Clink, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. So, last time we went around Clocktown and gathered a couple things. Today we are going to be heading out into Termina Field for the first time. So, there is a couple of things that we're going to do here. Going out towards the south is going to get us to, well, the southern swamp where we need to go for the main quest. But I have a few things I'm going to prioritize before doing that. We're going to be getting another heart container filled out before going there, meaning we're going to get 3 more pieces of heart within Termina Field right now. You need a lot of stuff out of the grass around here if you want to. Kill some choo-choos. I believe these are choo-choos, at least in this game. Yep, red choo-choo. So, I always think Wind Waker introduced the choo-choos, but it's really this game. So what we're going to do is head out over here towards the Astral Observatory, which is going to be on the east side of Termina Field. And we're going to go talk to the Deku Scrub who went into that hole last time. But first we're going to knock this guy out of this tree and get these red rupees. I think it's over 100. Very important. Hey, I stole that rupee from a crow. Don't go stealing it, man. Well, maybe don't be sitting up in a tree. But if you watch the Deku Scrub fly around and go into this hole, he will be over here and hiding out within the grass. What are you doing here? This is my secret storage unit. It's a problem if you come in here without permission. Please, I'll sell you a piece of heart if you just keep this place a secret. 150 rupees. Tell him no. No good. In that case, you leave me no choice. What about 1 for 100 rupees? That's his final offer. Go on ahead and take it and get piece of heart number 6. It's not that I don't believe you, but just to be safe, I'm moving my storage. You hurry up and get out here too. Alright, I got you, buddy. It's alright. Yeah, we're gonna be getting as much as we can done before we go to the swamp in this cycle, at least. Because like I said, we're 100% in the game in this one. Unlike my long play, which was just focused on getting all the mask and finishing the game, this will be everything that we can do in the game. So next up, we're gonna go make even more money, and we're going to get another piece of heart by going up to the north side of Termina Field. This is probably one of the more dangerous heart pieces to get right now, and I would really like for that real bomb chew to stay far away from me. So this is the Snowhead area up ahead, but we can't go here yet. And ignore that hole. We'll be visiting a couple holes later on. So you're going to see this Dodongo here. We're going to keep going this way, however, towards this hole over here. This is something I could come back and do a little later, and then maybe be more optimal to do it then, but I want to get as many heart pieces as I can today. Inside, you're going to find 2 giant Dodongos. Be very careful fighting these, because they do a full heart of damage in a single hit. My recommendation, do a jump attack, hold up your shield, let it turn around, and breathe its fire. Go get a jump attack and repeat the process. Be on a watchful eye for the other one, because it will do stuff like that, making your life much more difficult. And we're gonna have to now play this very carefully and cycle between the 2 Dodongos, probably. Because I'd be willing to bet the other one is now going to also breathe some fire on us, but he should be close to dead. Yeah. We're gonna go on ahead and get away while he blows up. And he's gonna damage the Dodongo. Cool. As you can see, he dropped a big rupee. It's 50 rupees. Take advantage of it. And once it's a one-on-one, this is much easier, so we'll go on ahead and take advantage of that. But yeah, the fact that they do a full heart of damage can be quite dangerous, which is why I said this is fairly tough to do at this point in the game without dying, at least. So now that he is dead, he'll also drop the rupees, which is why I wanted to do the other heart piece first, so that we would spend some money and have the wallet space. But yeah, this is going to be piece of heart number 7. So we'll go on ahead and snatch it up and replenish our hearts. So come on, there we go. let's go on ahead and leave. And we are now going to head back to the southern part after doing that big loop around. I probably should have just come out from the north, but I thought it'd be more fitting to enter Termina Field on the south side. Termina Field I like a lot more than Hyrule Field. There, in Ocarina of Time, there's a bit more to do here. Still not a ton. It's kind of like Majora's, or Twilight Princess's Hyrule Field, where there's like, it's like mostly empty, but there's still some fun stuff to do every now and then in it throughout the game. But we're really knocking out most of it today. So, like I said, we will be messing around with it more throughout the game as we get a couple extra masks and items and whatnot. But yeah, one more heart piece that we're going to get in Termina Field before we can make our way to the southern swamp, but I'm still going to do something else before going to the swamp. So, what we want to do is head to this big patch of grass here. There's going to be this Deku Baba right here. We're going to go ahead and kill it for some Deku Nuts. But you'll see these butterflies right here. Walk towards the butterflies and just in their general area, and eventually you'll plop into the ground and find a pea hat. So we're going to go say hello to this pea hat. So just get right up under it, hold your shield, walk towards its little bud and hit it, and just keep repeating the process till it dies. Very simple. And the pea hat also does a full heart of damage, much like the Dodongos do, so you do want to be kind of careful. But eventually it'll die and leave us a chest. And I'm sure you can guess what we're about to get from it. None other than piece of heart number 8, so it's helpful though. Yeah, we're already at 5 hearts, and we are going to be getting up to 6 before the first dungeon. It might be possible to get to 7, but that would involve doing the vast majority of, well, actually, not even the vast majority, pretty much the entire path of one of the lengthiest side quests in the game, which I had honestly thought about dedicating a whole part to this early on in the series, but I've decided not to do so. But it is something I did consider doing, especially because you can get an extra bottle out of it early. But we're going to come over here to the Milk Road. We cannot do anything here yet other than activate this owl statue, which these are going to be your warp points once we unlock the warp song, which is why I'm making an effort to get them. But we can also find Tingle here and buy his map for this area, so we're going to go on ahead and do that now since we have the money and the time to kill, so we're going to do it. Whee! What's this? And it's pretty much the same dialogue. I'm not going to read through Tingle's dialogue every time. But one thing to note is every time he'll have a map that's usually 20 rupees and 40 rupees. The cheaper map is going to be the one for the area that you find him in. You can find him in all these areas to get the maps for cheaper, so never buy both of them from him. Just wait until later. He sold the Great Bay map. We're not going to be going to Great Bay for so long, so we're just going to ignore it for now, but we now have Romani Ranch on our map here. But I do want to see what this guy has to say. Someone is up to some no good mischief and blocked the road to Romani Ranch. I'm sorry, I'll remove it quickly. So that boulder will not be gone until the final day. That means we are going to be coming back here on the final day, because if you've played Majora's Mask, you know what is in there, and you're probably screaming, wishing I would go get it already so that this could move faster. But, nope, not going to. I'm gonna play a very large chunk of the game without it, because we're gonna get through a very large chunk of the game in this first cycle. But that's all we can really do for now. There is another chest over here that I'm going to show where it is. This grotto has nothing in it that we can do for now, so I'm just going to ignore it. But that's where we're going to be going towards pretty soon. You'll see the chests on the map over here, which I probably should have picked up earlier, I'll be honest, but it's alright. Yeah, it's just kind of chilling out over here. I want to say this is a red rupee. Might be a blue one, but it's not very much. Just want to pick it up anyways. Yeah, red rupee. So that'll get us our money back that we just spent at Tingle. And this right here, believe it or not, is not a Keese. This is a Bad Bat, which is very odd. It's an enemy that's never shown up again in a Zelda game. It's always just Keese, but there's a variation on Keese in this game, surprisingly enough. But let's go to the swamp. Oh, I remember this. Tail and I drew this with the Skull Kid when we first met him. He told us that he had been fighting with his friends and that they had left him all alone. I'm sure it was because he was always playing tricks, so nobody wanted to play with him. But to do what he did just because of that? Once he got his power... Yeah, I've always really liked this cutscene. It feels like a nice way to characterize the Skull Kid, because really he just was playing with his friends. He's just mischievous. We'll learn more about that closer to the end of the game with what's going on there, but I really like the Skull Kid, and I think that he makes a very interesting villain in this game. But this is our road to the southern swamp. There's a couple bad bats swarming this tree right here. And you'll notice there is a piece of heart up in the tree, so of course we're gonna go and get that. Let's see if I can't shoot this bat with a snot bubble. Come on. Yeah, there we go. So now that they're all dead, we can climb up the tree, and we'll obtain piece of heart number 9. So yeah, we're already almost 20% done with heart pieces. But trust me, it's not going to be that simple. Although there is quite a few heart pieces in this game that might as well just be a heart container at the end of a side quest. Because there's 2 or 3 instances in the game where you just get like 4 heart pieces in rapid succession. This is a good spot to farm Deku Nuts and Deku Sticks, by the way. This is our introduction to the Deku Stick, but they are back from Ocarina of Time. They work the same way, where you put them to a C button. You hold them out, you can do an attack with them, or you can light them on fire, which is their main use. We'll go ahead and grab this red rupee as well. And die. Die, Mr. Deku Baba. And we're going to talk to Tingle yet again to get another map before we fully enter the southern swamp here. So we're going to go ahead and pop that balloon. And excuse me, Mr. Choo Choo. Let me say hello to my friend Tingle here. If you're playing the 3DS version, there's a reticle that helps with aiming the snot bubble. Huh? A white fairy? The way you look? Oh, magic, isn't it? Hello, Mr. Fairy. Will you buy one of Tingle's maps? Yeah, we'll buy the Woodfall Map. So this is going to be our map for the swamp area. Nice to have it so that you can have the mini map down in the bottom of the screen. And it also just fills out more of the map here, which is nice. So we're going to go on ahead and have that and enter the swamp. So yeah, Termina has 4 main areas that are all in the compass directions of the clock town. And this is gonna be the first one, the Southern Swamp, but all I'm gonna do today is kill this Deku Baba to get more Deku Nuts, and activate this owl statue, because it'll be the save point. So, that's nice to have, but with that, I'm going to end this video here, and I will see you guys next time, where we'll be journeying through the Southern Swamp in full. So, see you then. Bye-bye.